Influence of Neighboring Cultures by Grace, Alexis, and Kaylee.
By 593 BCE, trade had already been going on for 100 years. Visitors from Korea introduced Confucianism and Buddhism. Japan sent thousands of people on ships to China to learn new things. People lived for many years in new lands, learning of new ideas. My father lived away from our family. He is a merchant, so we see him only when we go to the market. Sculpture making began in India. In the 4th and 5th century, there were sculptures made of clay in the form of armored warriors, saddled horses, and objects like houses and boats. In the middle of the 6th to the 7th century, Chinese and Korean immigrants created most of Japan's religious art. They also invented new styles of art. In the 6th century, China brought gagaku court music to Japan. One of the most interesting instruments brought from China to Japan was called the sheng. My father told me they earned him good money. Our native music included chanted poems, war songs, folk songs, and Shinto prayers.
We Japanese had no written language. Over time, we began to use Chinese characters to create our own language. We called our form of Chinese writing kanji. This form of writing was useful for keeping records and recording family legends. It was difficult to read and took lots of time to write. We created a different form of writing called kana. It was used to simplify Chinese characters and stand for syllables in Japanese words. We started creating poetry in the 7th and 8th centuries. In India, Buddhist monasteries featured shrines called stupas with roofs shaped like bells or upside-down bowls. Prince Shotoku founded a temple called the Horyuji in Nara. The temple had wooden buildings, including a worshipping hall and a pagoda. Buddhist pagodas may have inspired Shinto priests to build their own permanent shrines. Power is divided among chiefs of clans. They are called uji. I created the 17th Article Constitution. I stated that I, the Emperor, was the country's supreme ruler. I rule all. I took the land from the uji and gave it to free men and women. For the land, they paid me high taxes. My people's original religion was Shinto. We adopted the Buddhist religion, which started in India, made its way to Korea, moved to China, and finally landed in Japan. We specifically took up the Mahayana form of Buddhism. We as Mahayana Buddhists believe that anyone can reach enlightenment.